A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up
the last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in...
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Hunt. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack.
3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Watson now to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
2-yard line.
Now it's Watson. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. There aren't any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
The kick
and it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Bears 10, Vikings 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. From the shotgun, Wilson. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now a toss running left. Hunt. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bears 17, Vikings 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
18-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
On the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third and long, it's Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but then maybe coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bears take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Wilson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as the Bears push further out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Watson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. From the gun, Wilson. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Gain of 14.
14 yards and a Chicago first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again, Wilson. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bears 31, Vikings 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, Watson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Watson on 1st down. Airing one out for Boyd. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deron Harmon.
By the Bears.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They go play action now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Flush to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Hunt. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to... And it is caught! Touchdown, Bears! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, and the Bears add on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll go to Barkley again. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bears 45, Vikings 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Bowden. This will come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. 16 yards, a 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson will get this out to Barkley, complete. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watson now to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Marius Randall.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That's going to be caught. Well, the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Carlson on for the PAT. just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? When the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. From that side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Howard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A good pickup there of 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Zane Gonzalez set to
now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal. Wilson, and this is going to be intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
To go at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Nice move at the 40. From left side complete. It's Boyd. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Watson looks to throw again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Third down.
The Vikings on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air yet again. Watson. Davis fighting. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Yeah, we got it today.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 66, Vikings 13. Zane Gonzalez set to kickoff.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football, or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Faking the give. Now Watson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Gabriel Davis.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. And he's have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And less than a yard.
they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Kareem Hunt.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Burgess on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score, Bears 6.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things.